What's up, guys? It's Chris here from G.I. Joe Masters, and welcome back to day 3 of Assassin's Creed Week. And I hope you're having a wonderful rainy Wednesday, because it's raining for me. But anyway, so we're here not with an assassin, but with one of the most feared pirates of all time. Not Edward Kenway, but Blackbeard. Edward Teach, Blackbeard. For some reason in the game, they call him Thatch, but yet on the box here it's Edward Teach, because that was his actual name. And his figure is pretty nice figure. Comes with quite a few accessories, and on the packaging it's a nice window packaging. It says Assassin's Creed. Yep, just says Assassin's Creed. It's kind of says McFarlane, has a nice black flag. Duh. Nice picture of Blackbeard. Says Edward Teach Blackbeard. Comes with the exclusive unlockable in-game content. If you notice, it would be in the bottom of the box. It's not, because why would I show you that? It's mine. My stuff. And then on the side we got another picture of Blackbeard where it says Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. And on the back, we have a nice picture of the figures, and it's funny because it says photos are of action figure prototypes, product specifications subject to change. Please retain packaging for future reference. Whatever that means. But if you notice, there's a check mark there because I put that there. You can see to see which figures I had keep track of. I got 2 more since I put the check on this, but it has all the characters. I'll name the characters. It has Connor Haytham Kenway, Connor in his New York outfit. I'm probably about to butcher this name, but Radun Hagedun from Assassin's Creed 3: The Tyranny of King Washington. Edward Kenway, Blackbeard, Edward Teach, which is an exclusive figure. Benjamin Hornigold, and Black Bart Bartholomew Roberts, which is also another exclusive. So that's it for packaging. Not that much else with it. So that's it for the packaging. Let's put that aside and look at the figure. Here we have Blackbeard in all of his beardiness. Wish I had a beard. Not. Beards are weird. But it's very detailed, nice everything. Nice little whatever that is. Looks kind of like the figure. For some reason my figure Blackbeard has a problem with his ankles. So he can't really stand up that well on his own. You gotta position him in a certain way, so you can't really pose him that much as you want to. Got a nice arm details, got a nice front, nice old dirty red silver linings, nice cufflinks, whatever they are. And this is kind of a harder to move material than it was on the NECA figures, but whatever. His boots are stylish. I'm kidding, they're just random leather boots. For articulation, his head does do the full 360 exorcist head twist, but it's kind of hard to do considering his head's very stiff. His neck joint's very stiff. Does not look up or down all that much. His arms and pretty much the majority of his joints are ratchet joints. So his arm goes out to there, does rotate at the upper part of the arm, bends at the elbow, rotates at the elbow, bends forward and back on the left wrist and rotates. And with his other hand, it also, I thought it did something else, but apparently it still goes forward and back. I probably have not been showing this at all. Those awkward quiet moments when you're trying to fix a figure. He does have slight waist articulation, doesn't really go that far or any direction. Still having a problem with his arm right now, because his arm got twisted around. Much better. Legs do not go forward, I think. Why? Yeah, they don't go forward, they just... Actually, I don't know what they do. They go out sideways. That much. It bends at, again, ratchet joint at the knee, but it's also weird how his knee could bend forward like that. That's not good for a person. Does have above the boot articulation, does have slight forward and back ankle pivot, does rotate at the ankle, and does side to side pivot. It's kind of like with the ratchet joints, it's kind of, he's very stiff and doesn't really do that much. You can pose him in certain ways, but not as the most dynamic ways you could think. But whatever. He comes with quite a few accessories that were in the box. One of them was actually on him in the box, which was this thing. But he comes with a set of, hold on, let me just flip this around. 4 different pistols. One very small, very ugly looking, snub-nosed pistol. And they all look like they've been fired, so it looks weird. Like in the games, they've all looked like they were fired, even though they clearly weren't. They were aiming at someone's face. They weren't. The hammers weren't pulled back. You need to Ubisoft, you need to work on that. So looks nice. I mean, the only time, I'm just gonna go off track of it for a second. The only time they actually made the hammer on a flintlock pistol or rifle fire were in the cinematics for 3, 4, and Unity. That was the only times that the hammers actually moved. I don't think they really went through all that detail in the game for like cutscenes wise, but considering I was playing on the Xbox, who cared? He has 2 long-barreled pistols. They're like the exact same pistols, very generic flintlocks, nothing really special about these. Nice metal end pieces. One of them is actually better looking than the other. You can clearly see which one I was talking about. One of them is better looking than the other. And then he gets this nice, thicker, regular flintlock pistol. He also has a nice sword. Not that pointy, so kids can't hurt themselves. Nicely detailed hilt, I believe it's called. Of course it's a hilt, whatever. It's bent slightly for me, is because I kind of stepped on him when he was on the floor by accident. This little end piece here pops off, so you can fit it into his right hand. You slide it in on his right hand, and then you put tab A into slot B, and then the sword's in his hand, ready to slice up some dude in the face. And that goes back the way it was. Next he has his pistol belt thing. He doesn't want to stand up again. It's his ankles, man. He has this nice... He's probably going to fall. He has this nice pistol belt thing. Fits on him nicely. How it goes is... Top is snub nose. Then the 2 long barrels. And then the regular sized flintlock. So you lift it up his left arm, slip it in over his head. To keep it in place, it doesn't stay in place. I keep it and kind of push it under his beard so it stays. His beard does not really move at all. So he has all his pistols on his chest. Looks awesome. And then he has his hat with a giant feather thingy. It's funny looking. Nice silver line, not that much detail. It doesn't really stay on his head that much. And whenever he moves slightly or you pick him up, his hat's going to fall off a lot. So, whenever you're taking something on or off him, or moving something on him, just take off his hat so you don't lose it. Like I did for a good day and a half. So you put his sword on his hand, or in his hand. And you can actually, the pistols do fit in his hand. In his left hand. The pistols fit in his left hand. I primarily use the regular pistol. Just takes a bit to get on his hand. Takes a little bit of force to get it on his hand. So now he's ready to stab and shoot people. As in roam the seas with Edward, and pretty much end up kicking British, Portuguese, or Spanish butt. Spoiler alert if you haven't played Assassin's Creed, if you haven't played Black Flag, spoiler alert, but when Blackbeard dies, they actually got it pretty close to the way he actually died. He actually survived. He was stabbed 20 times, shot 4. Yeah, he was shot 4 times and stabbed 20, and then he died, and then they cut off his head. Classy, them Brits. But anyways, guys, that was Blackbeard, and stay tuned tomorrow for day number 4, and we're getting close to the end of Assassin's Creed week here. But anyways, guys, stay tuned for next time, and well, tomorrow, and for another McFarlane figure, and I'm gonna give you a hint. It's not Edward. Anyways, guys, as I said for like the 30th time, I'm Chris from G.I. Joe Masters. Dismissed.